So yeah, this is Mutard, and this is my Draw My Love series, where I draw the great loves of my life. So I thought I'd start out with some that I've been with the longest and loved the longest in my adult life, and that is my best friend in the whole wide world, Annmarie. She actually gave me my nickname Mutard because it's my first initial on my last name, make Grainy, and she thought Grainy Mustard, Grainy Mutard, and that's where it became. Sometimes I call her the Great Annmarini. I also call her Domina, but personally my favorite is Queen Shit of Fuck Mountain. It's badass, just like her. Anyway, so the year was 1996, and I was 18 years old, and Jean Chrétien was Prime Minister. I was bumping that Fugees record like it was going out of style. I was sort of a crazy feminist with a shaved head and weird Doc Marten boots, and yeah, you know, it was a time. And so I flew, or no, I didn't fly. I took a bus all the way from Toronto, Ontario to Halifax, Nova Scotia, because I was determined to pursue my dream of being a singer-songwriter, and I thought I would do that in Halifax. And so naturally, I immediately got a job at a coffee shop, a place called Perks, and it was right at the ferry to Dartmouth. Anyway, so one Halloween night, I was dressed up as a fairy. Well, yeah, I was dressed as a fairy. I was a feminist fairy. I had my Doc Martens on. I was so badass. And I was wandering down Spring Garden Road, and I ran into this dude who was busking, and he was wearing a dress. That was interesting. And he has hairy legs, and he was playing guitar, and it was really good. And I had hairy legs too, because I was a feminist. Anyway, so I really liked his music, so we decided to exchange phone numbers so that we could be friends. And so I thought that was fun. Friendship level unlocked. So shortly after we got together, we had tea at my house, and we played guitar, and we chatted, and he told me about his girlfriend, and he told me that we should meet. And I said, all right, well, let's do it. So we made a date to go to Romeo and Juliet, because it was the fucking 90s, and so popcorn there. I don't even know why I'm drawing that, because I actually like Twizzlers, but be that as it may, she worked at a bagel shop, so we had to go pick her up on the way to the movie. And I remember she was wearing a uniform. She had a little cute little visor on, and she had this little scratchy polyester shirt, and she had arms, I promise. And yeah, I just remember looking at her thinking she was pretty cool. And after the movie, we got to talking, and we talked about, it wasn't girly stuff. We talked about real things and art, and we nerded over the Shakespeare and how I thought the dialogue was wrong. And this is the part where the footage actually wasn't recording, and I did a lot of drawing, and yeah, I didn't record it. But anyway, we had this amazing couple months, and we watched a lot of Shaft. We watched Shaft a lot, and we drank wine and we cooked, and it was really amazing. And then I decided that I needed to pursue my career on the other side of the country, and I moved to Vancouver. And of course, Annmarie stayed in Halifax, and that was kind of sad because we'd just gotten to know each other, and now we could be friends. But we had the telephone, and we talked a lot, and we even sent each other these epic care packages in the post, and that was really fun. And yeah, so we kind of did that for a while, and then she called me one day and she said, dude, I'm going to move to Vancouver. And I was like, what? That's crazy. So she did. And oh, by the way, we also each had cats. I had a cat named Ramon, and she had a cat named Nermal. Anyway, we all moved in together, but the cats didn't really like each other, and we weren't doing well in our relationships, and we started to fight, and it didn't work out the way we wanted, and it was a bummer, and I ended up moving out, and it was really sad. And I was like, what the heck, we had all this friendship, and then she comes all this way, and I'm like, no, we're not friends anymore? It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know, I thought about it a lot, and I thought about her, and I missed her. But there's one thing that we have in common. It's that we're both really stubborn, and we just weren't going to budge. And then my crazy asshole cat, he got feline leukemia, and he got really sick, and I had to put my little buddy down because he was in too much pain. So I had to put him to sleep, and I was really sad. And then my phone rang, and it was Annmarie. And I don't really remember what we said, but we pretty much we just made up right on the spot, and we agreed that we weren't going to let silly things come between us anymore. And so that was really awesome, and we spent lots of time together when we really got to know each other. And boyfriends came and went, and then anyway, she met this guy and she moved to Arizona to be with him, which was kind of a bummer. And so we were once again in different cities, and this time we had the internet. So we hopped online and we figured out MSN Messenger, and boy, did we spend a lot of time on our computers with each other, just every day, all day. And we went through some times, and it was really hard to be without my friend, because I already knew how much she meant to me, and we realized that we really didn't like living in different cities. And so sure enough, her time was done in Arizona, and she came back to Vancouver. She did, and it was awesome. And we moved in together again, and boyfriends came and went, and bottles of wine were consumed, and we watched The Big Lebowski a lot. That was our favorite movie, and we just kind of hung out. And Nirmal was still there, and it was me, her, Nirmal, the cat, and she taught me how to cook. That's supposed to be a frying pan. Anyway, of course, as you do, I fell in love with a boy, and I moved over the pond to Victoria. And even though there was only an hour and 40 minutes, we didn't really get to visit as much as we wanted to. So back on the computers again. And then me and that boy, after 4 years, we broke up. It was really sad and broke my heart, and I was really bummed. And then I jumped back into this different relationship, and it was really unhealthy, and it was a super bad time for me, and I was really sad, and I was losing weight, and it was really unhealthy, and I was really scared for myself, and she was scared too, and she said, "Fuck it, dude. Fucking get back over here to Vancouver, you come live with me, god damn it." So she put me up in her office, and I recovered there. And, she wanted to make sure that I was okay, and she had acquired another animal. So she'd only had Normal, but she had this awesome dog, and his name was Lumsden, and he was amazing, and he slept in my bed with me for 3 months every night, and I gained weight again, and he really nursed me back to health, and she really nursed me back to health. And sometimes, people who love you, they figure things out before you do, and she knew what I needed, and she made sure that it happened, and she saved my life. I truly believe that. But anyway, Lumsden passed away, and then Nirmal passed away, and then she got a new dog, and her name is Sydney, but we call her Beans, and she's the perfect third party to our little bitch pack, and we have a lot of adventures together, and we lived together for a long time, and we've been together for 19 years. That's half my life, and I couldn't imagine my life without her. And I think back to that funny girl in her visor and her polyester uniform, and I think, look at that, now here we are, we're in this weird Snuggie? I don't know what that is. But, and I've moved on, and I live with my partner now, but she is my family, and she'll always be my family. And she, like I said, she saved my life. And I hope she's here for many, many years to come. And she's my co-pilot, and she's my best friend, and she's my sister, and she's my family. And she's my fucking ride or die. And she's the best. And we're going to be friends forever, and everyone else has to just fucking deal with it. So yeah, it's a good cheese. It's good cheese. It's an inside joke. Anyway, you don't have to get it. Only she does. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm so glad that you watched this, and I hope you like it, and I'm going to make more to come. But for now, I'm going to sign off. And before I do, though, make sure that if you like this video, that you click the like button or click subscribe. And why don't you leave me a comment down below and answer me this question: who is your best friend? Let me know in the comments below. And that's going to be me signing off for Draw My Love. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.